Saudi Arabia announces project to develop driving school by the private sector. The Saudi Ministry of Interior, in cooperation with the National Center of Privatization, announced the start of expression of interest phase for driving school monitoring project for those interested in the private sector, with a management and cooperation contract model for a period of 10 years, including the preparation and equipment period, which takes 18 months. The project aims to achieve the best level of performance in training and testing the driving vehicles in Saudi Arabia and its sustainability by monitoring the performance of driving schools and managing driver testing in more than 69 schools across Saudi Arabia. The ministry explained that the project will be implemented in partnership with the private sector by operating and managing the test provided to citizens and residents. It also pointed out that the scope of the project includes monitoring driving schools by setting the necessary standards to measure performance while implementing continuous workarounds follow-up on them in line with the performance measurement indicators approved by the Public Security, represented by the Central Traffic Department. The two parties called to review the expression of interest request documents by visiting the National Center for Privatization website, indicating the expression of interest submission phase will end on 25 August at 3 p.m. The General Authority for Foreign Trade (GAFT), represented by Deputy Governor of International Organization and Agreement Farid Al-Asali, led the Saudi negotiation team in the first round of free trade agreement negotiation between the GCC countries and Turkey. The negotiation took place in Ankara from July 29 to 31, 2024, with participation from the 9 Saudi government agencies. The Saudi negotiation team oversees and monitors the trade negotiation to ensure they align with the kingdom's trade objectives and policies. They participate actively to incorporate the kingdom's negotiating position and coordinate with the countries that have similar international trade trends. The Saudi negotiating team is composed of 8 technical teams covering goods, services, investments, general taxes and provisions, electronics, commerce, intellectual property, government procurement, and rules of origin. These teams, working alongside 45 government entities, prepare and coordinate the kingdom's negotiations, initiatives, and proposals at the World Trade Organization and in the free trade agreements, reporting back to the Saudi negotiating group. In 2023, trade between Saudi Arabia and Turkey amounted to approximately $7 billion. The most prominent Saudi exports include plastics, manufactured goods, and metal products, while key imports from Turkey included machinery, machine tools, parts, and carpets. Senior officials have been sacked following the recent power outage in the southern city of Sharourah, concerned authorities announced on Sunday. The Saudi Electric Regulatory Authority (SERA) ordered an urgent investigations into the outage and the delay in restoring the power supply. The Saudi Electricity Company (SEC) Board of Directors held an emergency meeting on 14 July to review the investigation's results, which were conducted under SERA supervision with the assistance of the independent technical consultancy firms. The investigations identified a malfunction in a circuit breaker due to the lack of maintenance and failure of protection devices, causing the extensive power outage and the company's inability to deliver the electric service efficiently. Subsequently, the SEC board dismissed a senior executive and 3 managers due to their negligence and failure to fulfill their responsibilities. Engineer Abdurrahman Al-Amudi has been appointed to carry out the duties of the Executive Vice President for the general activities. Engineer Saad Al-Sara will be served as the head of the Southern Power Generation Operations Sector. Engineer Muhammad Al-Shahrani as the Director of the Department of Gas Station for Power Plant Generation in the Southern Sector, and Engineer Ali Al-Khatri as the Director of the Sharourah Power Plant. In addition, the board approved the implementation of the technical measures to address the shortcomings that led to the power outage, including necessary maintenance program and a review of the calibration of protection devices at the plant. The board emphasized its full commitment to implement all directives of SERA. This includes continuous monitoring of readiness of all power generation stations and electricity networks across the kingdom. With the assistance of independent technical consultancy firms, the board will oversee The implementation of the recommendation from the review of the company's summer 2024 plan address any deficiency in power service delivery, ensure accountability, and provide urgent updates to SERA. Thank you so much for watching my video.